Journal 1 is about contemporary challenge of human resource planning in tourism and hospitality organization. Planning of human resource is an important issue for the management community. It provides guarantees against many uncertainties in the future of organization. It determines employee needs, avoid oversupply of personnel. The main objective is to determine the basic challenges and their consequences by managers who apply HR planning. This topic specifies on how much personnel are needed by organizations in order to reach their strategic goals, and it is about matching the number and skills of employees to business needs in the longer or shorter term. The process of HR planning is well systemized, but it faces a lot of challenges. The challenges could prevent managers from correct application of HR in the organization. Planning is the step a company takes to develop budget, to guide its future activities and thinking about the activities required to achieve a desired goal. It involves the creation and maintenance of plan, such as psychological aspects that require conceptual skills, while decision-making process is a basic activity in organization. It also process of identifying and choosing alternative based on the values, preference, and belief of the decision maker. Every decision-making process produces a final choice, which may or may not prompt action. It can conclude by the factors challenges negatively influencing HR planning process in tourism and hospitality organizations. The application of HR planning process in tourism and hospitality organization is considered a complex, ill-structured strategic problem that needs to be configured in order to find solution. So, I suggest that the claims regarding the difficult application of some complex HR planning steps and their influence on the success of the entire process are not solely responsible for unreliable HR planning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ATIQAH binti Rohaizar. My part is about decision making. Decision making is very important for any organization. Decision making is one of the input on planning. Then when you want to do a decision making, we have a few steps you have to do. Firstly, you have to identify the decision what you want to decide it. Second, collect the data or collect the information what you want to information about our decision. Third is identify the alternative to make the decision. Fourth is develop an alternative solution based on our decision what we want to do. Fifth, implement the alternative that we decide to make a decision. Next is we decide, we implement, then we have to take action based on our alternative to make a decision. That's all. Thank you.
Leadership is a process where someone influences others in order to reach the goal of an organization. There are four major factors of a leadership, which are leader, followers, situation, and communication. A leader should know how to convince their followers, and they should know how to tackle them according to their leadership style. A leader should always communicate with their followers, verbally or non-verbally, and they should use their judgment in order to reach the best action for each situation. Best theory of leadership states that there are three basic ways on how people become leaders. These theories are trait theory, great event theory, and process leadership theory. Some personality traits may lead people naturally into leadership roles. This is a trait theory. An important event or a crisis may cause a person to rise to the occasion, and this will bring out their extraordinary leadership qualities in an ordinary person. This is the great events theory. People can choose to become leaders and learn leadership skills. This is the process leadership theory, which is widely accepted today.
Okay, hello, assalamualaikum. So I will be presenting about organizing. So So in this General 4, we will discuss about organizing concept in management. So there are many ideas how organization work in management functions. According to Frederick Winslow Taylor in 1911, there are some practical recommendations for the organizing of work, and this including three main points: work optimization, work standardization, and work ergonomy. So developing developing organization structure means the manager works to identify and group the work to be performed. Typically, production-based organization undertake project with their own resource, do so via matrix organization format. Matrix organization consists of three types: strong, balanced, and weak. If the project manager has the dominant say and the ways the project are managed are quite similar to that in project-based organization are sign of strong matrix organization. While weak matrix, the functional managers have dominant say and the project manager acts more as coordinator and expeditor. As for balanced matrix organization, the authority of functional and project managers are about equal and much negotiate is needed. There is more common problems in organization as absence of a clear direction. As a leader or a project manager, clear direction should be mentioned as a team need to set up their goals. They should not fail to communicate with members of the organization. The difficulty blending multiple personalities into a cohesive and unified team also could bring more problem in organizing. All members are people that have different personalities and emotion. Forcing them to be like productive all day long could be tense for the people. So good managers should take care of their team members' emotions in order to produce an amazing result. The other problem could be a poor communication and feedback. Communication is the key when working in an organization. Lack of this can be affected in the future due to no feedback. So as a conclusion, there is way to solve a problem as things could convert from traditional way to the more effective solutions. Working in organization should have more empathy towards all members, and most importantly, for project managers. Project manager need to take a really good care of all the team members as they work as a team. So that's all. Thank you.
In the recent decade, the public sector has been facing challenge of ethical management due to big reform intended to transform a traditional ethical. Denmark 2011. New kind of unethical pattern of behavior and above is a wrongdoing such as corruption of interest, fraud, and more. In order to address the above assumption, a literature review on ethical theories is the most serious wrongdoing conducted by ethical concern of controlling is the function management that monitoring, comparing, and correcting the work performance. In this case, the organizational environment has implied a new working method to practice and have to lead a conflicting value and culture trigger several kinds of wrongdoing. The working ethic employer were measured in indispensability of work in someone's life. The assumption is made that the more work is indispensability in someone's life, the higher the work ethic of the person and the less tolerant the person is concerning in legal action. Several research gaps to be filled in the field of the ethical management. In other words, the whole life cycle of a code from beginning to the final to the final could be researched by a model or a framework. The framework could eventually be applied in ethical management in different public agencies and organizations. To conclude, the work ethic management plays the main role. Business leaders lead by the excellent behavior to employees, by respecting each other to develop a good reputation, by having an integrity, meaning honesty, fairness, and consistency. If the work ethic problem is not strong, it will result in ethical problem of misconduct such as a breach of integrity, failure of ethic, conflicts of interest, and corruption. In sum, supervisor has to work hard to influence the consistency of other workers to enhance the cohesiveness and cooperative behavior.